My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Monster Train 2. I apologize about this series being missing for the past couple of days. Malicka's shifting Pyre means that the drafted cards are going to be here with the upgrade on them. Hell yeah. Seraphiternus Chosen of Savagery means we need to deal with the backline with an Icy Siler fight. I already know how I'm going to do that. 2 copies of Windblade in the base deck. And 2 Helical Crystallis as well. I think we're only 1 or 2 days? November 4th, but that's my time zone. I think we're like 2 days away from the release of the next DLC for this game, including a bunch of new artifacts as well as 2 new alternate bosses for Kale and Archeon. So I'm pretty excited for that as well. But for the moment, let's focus on the run ahead of us. Icicle Fracture. At end of a turn, apply Frozen to a random card in your hand. Well, I mean, it's either that or Totem Fragment, and I don't want Totem Fragment, so give me that Ice Cycle. Handheld Totem. Sweep Runespeak on Strike, apply Spell Weakness 1. I mean, you being my sweep unit is not actually essential in a world where, in fact, the Icy Silify does exactly what you do. It's got sweep and it's got strike, apply spell weakness. I'm gonna take Chillwind. Let's go. Let's try and make Frostbite do something. Let's draft and legitimately use a Hoarfrost Effigy. I don't even think it's possible. They must have removed the card from the game. I've never seen it in a useful position, but maybe it can be. I mean, realistically... Oh, hang on. Start a battle. Enemy units on each floor. Means that my top line setups are this. So I do want to inspire this bottom line so I can get consistent Valor. I also like the idea of just Crystallis taking him out so I don't have to worry about that next line ascending. Single Spear Steward on that line will inspire the bottom. I guess I can Windblade as well. Sure, why not? Maybe I'd be better off letting the Shield Steward die and putting something else in its position instead. Frozen Lance. Frozen Lance. Throw an additional Inspire out there, despite the fact that I'll be taking damage for it. Oh, okay, we'll be fine then. Helical Crystallis takes out the front line. I did forget that this is Astrael, so you are sapped constantly, which gives me the ability to very easily take you out here. Courtesy of that Frostbite stacking. You're kidding me, right? That's an offering token with Spell Chain on it. I mean, yeah, there's a crypt builder with Holdover, but that's an offering token with Spell Chain on it. Spell Chain? Selfless Sacrifice? I mean, it's definitely not Benetton's Bloodsuit. I really kind of want them to, like, fully change the design of this and its brother. It does sometimes feel like when you're playing, whatchamacallem, Banished, that some of your clan packs are 2 cards instead of 3. Cleave deals damage. 2 enemy units equal to the damage of your front friendly unit. I mean, a little bit more AoE sweep if I really need that as a priority. No, I think it's Selfless Sacrifice. Give me a ridiculous amount of defense, because all I need to do is reduce its cost by 1, and then suddenly it's Selfless Sacrifice double stack, basically. But it also has 2 incant triggers. Merchant of Steel, Merchant of Magic, Merchant of Magic banished. I mean, the problem here fundamentally is I really do want to go to a Merchant of Steel, and I might even want to go to a second Merchant of Steel. I probably end up wanting one line with Icy Silophyte, Tethys, and possibly a chunky Defender, and then another line. I don't even necessarily need an Incant line. It's just I have a lot of good cards for it. Ooh, Incant, gain armor 2, and reduce size to 1. And multi-strike, wow. Oh my god! That's a Nameless Siren with dualism already on it. Okay, I have an Incant flaw. I'm sorry, I have an Incant flaw. I have to have an Incant flaw, because we take that, and then we give you Incant gain armor, and now you are both my tank and my frontline damage. I'll give multi-strike to Icy Silophyte. I can't afford to reroll here. Yeah, I'm gonna hold. I can search through 4 major upgrades in the next area, looking for quick to make the bottom line much easier to manage. You are actually kidding me about that, right? Gave me 1 spell in my opening hand. Literally had to draw all of my minions and 1 of my equipment in order to prevent me from drawing spell. And it still wasn't enough. You tried, buddy. You tried. You didn't get there. Get rid of that Vengeful Shot. Get rid of that. Unfortunately, Inspire by itself is not enough to save the bottom line, which means that I have to let that Collector collect. Or not be collected, rather. The opposite of the thing I said. Is there any alternative? I think not. Incoming damage is 18. I'm on 11 health. I get 4 armor from the next 2 casts, so I can double Inspire this line. But yeah, I'm not going to be able to collect that Collector. Oh, nice. Self-the-Sacrifice was held over. Realistically, it's probably the most impactful card I can play in that hand. Literally just needed to incant once to finish that fight. Sick. Man, that Pyre dampener really cost us. Unnamed Tome with Spell Chain. Good lord. Yeah? Yeah, I'll take that. Holdover Divinity. That's pretty funny. Rising Rage with Permafrost is also actually pretty good. Gives me the ability to only use it in an instance where it would help me, because it just hold it in hand until exactly the right time. Gimme! Gimme, 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 gimme. Merchant of Arms with Pyre Remains. I like the Pyre Remains. Merchant of Arms... really depends on what we get there, but... I think it should probably be Merchant of Steel. Large Stone and Smidge Stone. Quite compelling. Oh no, I'm not going to be able to Large Stone and Smidge Stone anyone because everyone's already got an upgrade. Got it. Got about that. I'll take a Steadfast Crusader just to be able to slam units that go to another line. That's not bad. Hell, I'll even give you a Large Stone so you can slam harder. Unfortunately, if I rerolled here, I would not be able to pick up the quick. Rare Pyreborn, please. Compelling. Curse of Dragon Staff, I guess. Incant, deal 1 damage to enemy units. Might as well. Deal 1 damage to enemy units does not count as strike. It did for a period of time in the beta or something like that, if I recall correctly. But that means we're not going to be able to use it to just apply Frostbite 15 to all enemies on every cast, unfortunately. Sometimes the run just takes you by the hand and is like, this way, please. What am I supposed to do in those instances? Just like, stare it dead in the face and say no? Of course not. Gonna send a move forward with that character and then slay them. Oh, hell yeah. Perfect time to unname that tome, so now I don't have to worry about Siphon on the boss. Let's get rid of both of these shield stewards, fill out the floors. Steadfast Crusader does 300 damage to the enemy. I didn't even think about this, but by applying spell weakness on the bottom line, we multiply the damage of the ability of the Steadfast Crusader. Oh, I wish I had thought about that and planned towards that. That's really clever. Oh, if only I intended it. I mean, these Frozen Lances still aren't going to be enough to deal with the Cowering Sigma. So I'll just go for the raw incant triggers. Here I'll use Curse of Dragon Staff because the additional... Yeah. The additional damage on our incant there is nice. Come on. Oh, it's not even on the next floor yet. Damn. I actually kind of want to let it slay the bottom floor. I'm not going to. I kind of want to. I'm going to remove a Calcified Ember rather than save 2 damage here as well. Boldly. Deep Offering, consume intrinsic. Oh. Yes. Whoa, an X cost with a Holy Stone on it for Spike the Stygian. Damn, this Malicka's Shifting Pyre is just helping us so much. Yeah, give me that. 1x Sap and 1x Frostbite. A Siren of the Sea with a Smidge Stone, giving it the ability to be on the incant floor. Or even get duped and still be on the incant floor. Good lord. Yeah. I want draw, I want energy, and I also want capacity. What do we got coming up next? With my money, probably the Celestial Alcove Merchant of Trinkets, but Stygian Banner Merchant of Magic is not to be ignored. God, there's another Stygian Banner here, and then after. Oh, Stygian Banner Empyrean. Well, never mind. I gotta go capacity. I'm gonna be playing the incant floor. I know. I don't this Merchant of Magic that much, but certainly a lot of my cards would benefit from just a single upgrade. Especially cost reduction on Selfless Sacrifice, cost reduction on basically any of the others as well. Just for the sake of the incants of it all. Too appealing to turn down. Double stack and spell chain. Hello. I think double stack on Spike of the Stygian or Unnamed Tome. Unnamed Tome doesn't need it, admittedly. Spike of the Stygian, there you go. -2 cost consume. Happily throw that on a Helical Crystallis. Spell Chain. I could also throw that on the same Helical Crystallis if I really wanted to. But I'm going to put it on Rising Rage. I'll roll. Permanently remove consume. I'll do that from the Unnamed Tome. I spent a lot more money there than I wanted to. Oh, an Eel Gorgon. Incant gain multi-strike 1. On resolve, remove all status effects. Well, I'd have to mini-stone it to even be able to use it. Do I take it in a world where, unless I get exactly a mini-stone in the next shop, it's useless? And then, even then, after that, I want to go to a Merchant of Arms, ideally, in order to try and get a silence equipment for it. That's so much to ask for. Especially in a world where I already kind of have my damage on that floor. I'm fine. I'll take the money. I mean, adding Sweep and Strike spell weakness, especially because it will add to the additional damage that the Steadfast Crusader can do on the second floor, I gotta take Handheld Totem. Also, on top of that, it's worth noting, the ability Rune Speak, draw a damage spell and give it +5 power. Magic power. Quite handy, that. Mind Muddler. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'll put Icy Silify behind the Siren of the Sea right now. Yeah, that should be fine. Ooh, Helical Crystallis. Good spell to draw. I want to use Rising Rage just for the outcomes. The incants. I also really don't need to use it. So I guess I hold on to it. Yeah, this feels real weird. I'm gonna save some health on the Nameless Siren just to get into a better position. And then by moving the Vicious Axe Thrower to the front, we're capable of taking it out. The Disciple of Ruin is basically irrelevant to us. Oh no. Unfortunately, they did just enough damage to kill me there. Right before I got myself a sacrifice too, how dare they? Oh, if only that reduced the cost as well. Yeah, I'm not good at doing damage to the back line, so this is gonna be a slightly awkward one. I gotta keep the Unnamed Tome for the boss, definitely. Can save a lot of HP with enough AoE from our Dragon Staff to take out the enemy backliners. And then muting all these enemies with the unnamed tome, and then giant... giant frostbite sapping the boss. Gets us pretty far. Also, I didn't mean to play out that Vengeful Shard at all, because playing it out or not playing it out and instead playing a 1 higher X cost Holy Stone card, I have the same health regardless. Now you have 16 spell weakness. Alright, Steadfast Crusader. 1,462 damage to him. Get him. Spell Chain on Ice Storm. Pretty good. It's pretty good when we're doing spell damage. Like when we have a way to increase its spell damage. I do like Spell Chain a lot though. Frenzied Swarm, Permafrost, apply days 1 to enemy units, discard your whole hand, so you can just save that for the right turn as well. Although discarding my whole hand is really disincentivized in a world where I am keeping a lot of my Icicle Fracture cards. Gosh, maybe it's Titan's Tooth. I am trying to put some Frostbite in this deck. Everlasting Light. Strike, apply 2 valor to friendly units. In a world where we have a sweet multi-strike, that is exactly the kind of thing we're looking for. I will also say, though, Deadly Plunge, deal damage to the front enemy unit equal to 3 times this friendly unit's health and armor, would be pretty ridiculous in a world where the Nameless Siren is getting a large amount. I think Everlasting Light probably pips it, though. And it's Merchant of Steel time. Insane. Insane hits. First off, quick for the Icy Silobite. Second off, large stone for the Siren of the Sea, who can't get larger. And then I'm gonna... Yeah, it really doesn't matter what... Oh, do I take a Titan Sentry? Do I Titan to take Sentry? I mean, it's a good spell to play on its own floor, basically. I think so. And then my dupe goes on the Siren of the Sea. Remarkable. Kinda want to give Valor 8 to the Titan Sentry. I'm certain there's better choices for you, though, so I'm not going to. It's definitely time to cut the Shield Stewards from the deck. Hell, I'd argue, rather, far past time. Non-boss enemy units gain multi-strike, but they're also going to die before they get to attack, so that'll work out, I think. Oh, hell yeah. I love getting that Helical Crystallis on turn 1. Good draw. There we go. I'll Inspire and get rid of the Shield Steward as well. Oop. There it is. Everlasting Light is down. I do need to make that deployable. I mean, I kind of want to play Curse of Dragon's Love, but I also don't really need it here. The enemies are going to have so much Titan skin. Oh, no! I can't silence this floor. If I silence the Collector, it doesn't give me money. And I want the money. That'll have to do. God, I wish I had some cost reduction to this floor. Spell Sanctum. Give me Spell Sanctum. I would go wild for Spell Sanctum. Every time I see Spell Sanctum, I'm like, this card. Obviously not. So if it would like to really make it up to me here, really prove its own case, I'm open to it. No, I don't actually think Spell Sanctum is bad. It's just I don't use it. As a rule, kind of. Get rid of that Calcified Ember. Oh, nice. We get the spike. Ideal. Unnamed. Spike. Let's move you off of the field, and then move you. Move the boss immediately, please. That's fine. We're good as is. I don't need another unnamed tome with intrinsic, but the Guardian's Amulet with double stacked sap sounds good to me. I mean, like, if I could get the Death Metal Hindus on that bottom line. I just don't feel like I'm going to get the opportunity to play it. Like, yeah, it'll stay in my hand until I need it. I would have to still have one space on the floor, so I probably have to end up giving up, like, Siren of the Sea. No. No, I don't want it. Do I get a second Everlasting Light in the deck because it's a good piece of equipment for the Dualism Nameless Siren? I think so. Merchant of Trinkets with 150 extra gold and another Empyrean Well. Oh, I mean, I'd love to get another Offering Token. Especially because the Titan's Tooth in the deck. And because as we get towards the Titans at the very end of the game, it's going to be even more important. Units get an extra upgrade slot. I mean, giving multi-strike to Nameless Siren, or quick to Nameless Siren, or obviously multi-strike to the Sirens of the Sea. I mean, it's pretty good. Valor grants an additional armor per stack. Realistically, Valor shouldn't be the way that we're getting most of our armor on that bottom line, but it does give them armor at the start of the turn, so it helps. I'll take that. 50% chance to apply spell weakness 1 when an enemy enters our terrain. No problem. Oh, hell yeah. At the end of turn, frozen cards reduce to 0 cost until played or discarded. With the Icicle Fracture, that's just going to give us free cards to play next turn. When you equip a unit, apply damage shield 1. Not bad. I think it's probably good enough for me to take as well, actually. Then one more offering token, and we'll run into Kale. Funny running into you here. Eventually I'll have a choice. Well, I don't even know if it's not a choice, right? I haven't read a huge amount of material about the update that's coming out. I know that there's 2 bosses in it. I know that they even detailed all of those mechanics for those bosses. I'll see him at the time. I'll catch you there. Yeah, my opening hands are drawing bad. I'm not going to be capable of keeping the Nameless Siren alive in the second line. I think I need to leave a... what's her name? Siren of the Sea, there we are, in the front line. Well, either that or put like a Titan Sentry on a different line so that we split the focus. I'll do this. And then the Titan's Tooth is held. And now it's 0 cost at the top of this turn. Hell yeah. Steadfast Crusader does 400 damage directly to Kayle. I guess the Offering Token still casting the Titan's Tooth is good. Saves me discarding a different card. I mean, hell yeah. This gives us the ability to 0 cost our Selfless Sacrifice next turn. There's some additional spell weakness for you. We'll take advantage of that in just a moment. Oh, I can use Selfless Sacrifice to rearrange the party now that the Nameless Siren is probably in a better position to be frontline. Ooh, although that Corruption is a little bit of a problem. Let's offer our way through some stuff. Unfortunately, I can't get rid of the Frozen Lance to guarantee that the Spike was what I was going to hold. Hell yeah. Got Guardian Amulet that time. And now that Kayle is on the same line as us, we can finally unleash the Unnamed Tomes. This is the right turn to have all the resources active. Hell yeah. I mean, we're almost killing Kayle this turn. No, I have a reason to continue cycling through the deck. Getting back to the Spike of the Stygian can heal me. It's whether or not I would want to do a lot more damage by removing both of the defenders from Kayle. Oh, there's that Spike. There you go. Works out perfectly. Consume Bumperfrost, apply 4x+1 Valor. 4 Blood-Soaked Arena friendly units gain Valor 6 on Slay. Unnecessary, I think. It does spike the damage of the Icy Silophyte quite high quite quickly. The only problem is it becomes my only room on that bottom line, and this is never good on another line. Harness the Titan. That could give magic power. I mean, it does give magic power. It could give magic power to me. I'll even say Spike the Banished doesn't look that bad. I am going to go to that Merchant of Arms, which means I am going to have an opportunity to look for a different room. If I got Energy, like if I got Boiler Room, I'd play that on the bottom floor instead of the Blood-Soaked Arena. It's not damage scaling that bottom line needs. Alright, I'm taking Spike the Banished. Here is difficult. I think it should probably be draw, but just in case I get completely screwed on everything, I think I have to take Energy for safety. Is that true? Is that fully true? I really want to be able to play both Selfless Sacrifice. I really want to be able to develop, like, you know, Titan Sentry and Steadfast Crusader in the opening as well. Yeah, it's Hell's Flame. It's Hell's Flame. If I get additional deployment Ember, I'm going to be so mad about it. Oh, I'm going to be insufferable. Only Titan Sentry has space for an upgrade at this point. We'll be going to a Merchant of Magic then. Handheld Totem 2, apply more spell weakness. Permanently remove Consume and give Holdover. I mean, Holdover should definitely go on one of our offering tokens. Permanently remove Consume. I feel like I throw that on the Spike of the Banished. Although I also feel like I probably get more impact out of a -1 cost for Selfless Sacrifice, so it's easier to play in a single turn. And then just plus 10 damage on the Helical Crystallis. You get a lot more mileage out of that. 2 Spear Stewards, easy cuts. They haven't done anything since, like, floor 2. You may heal if you leave the bottom floor. You are more than welcome to heal if you leave the bottom floor. Just don't think that's gonna happen. I should probably put Titan Sentry on the bottom of these two and then Steadfast on the top. Yeah. If you get all the way to the top, it's time to get punched in the face. I'm not holding on Name Tome this whole fight. I'll be using that. Also, with 4 damage shield we're giving, I will put the Nameless Siren back in the front line. Held the wrong card, unfortunately. Oh, hell yeah. I managed to just get there for enough damage to take out a single Devout Gladiator by itself. Granted, we do have backups, but I really don't want to need them. Oh boy. Speaking of those backups, we're gonna need our first soon. There's the Everlasting Light finally down. Really wanted that sooner. And this one should just be play 3 spells. Top line dead. Unfortunately, this Avowed Gladiator, this one's gonna go directly to the Pyre. I don't have another Steadfast Crusader next turn to hit it. With the Titan's Tooth, and I'll sap 4 to try and heavily reduce the incoming damage from you. Then, bottom line, realistically, just as much incant as I can get away with.
Oh my god, we literally did get to the Spike the Stygian. I didn't think it was possible. I should have Rune Spoke first as well.
Hit him with the Spike the Stygian, big heal, and that'll be it. All's well that ends well.
I don't understand. Yes, I will take a double stack of one of the best cards, yes.
Liquid Courage with Consume Intrinsic. Apply Damage Shield 1 and Valor 4. Specifically, the Intrinsic upgrade on this is incredible. Just adds it to your opening hand. Lets you make your minion appropriately defended for the first round of combat if it just needs a round until it's good. Merchant Trinkets, end of battle, front friendly unit on each floor, permanently gain 6, not relevant. Obviously, you want to take that very early. After your third spell of the turn, all cards gain +1 magic power for the rest of the battle. It's not the power of our magic spells that really matters. Spells gain an extra upgrade slot. Don't have any more time for that to happen. On deployment phase, draw a rune card from your deck, reduces cost to 0. Great. Let's get the Spell Sanctum. That's exactly where we get the Spell Sanctum from. Another Everlasting Light, not necessary. Enchanted Chamber doesn't help. Equalizing Rings, realistically, that's just a way to get, 100 damage on the Steadfast Crusader, which is not necessary. I'll roll. Boiler Room. There it goes on the bottom floor. It's exactly as I said. I would be replacing the other one for this. It'll also be in our opening hand already. Let's get the Everlasting Light in there as well. I could Overgrowth Carapace another line, like the Steadfast Crusader or Titan Sentry on another line. I think that's worth taking as well. Then Merchant of Trinkets. Yes, I will take Dante's Footstool. I will also take Cuddlebeard. When a unit gains Frostbite, it gains 2 additional stacks. Empyrean Well demands that we dupe something, and in return we say, hey, I'm sure I've got something in here worth it. Just give me a moment. Another offering, spell chain holdover. Honestly, yes. We are that degenerate about incants right now. We do care that much. In terms of straight up card removal at this point, I gotta admit, it's like one of the Wind Blades is a very easy removal. Titan Sentry exactly dies to this enemy right now. Oh no, there's a Chosen Assassin in the first line? You sure about that? I'm pretty sure there isn't. The problem about this is that it appears at the moment like I'm not capable of saving my whole bottom floor from that. There we go. We're fine. I've got enough valor on the icy side of the fight that we appear to be killing the Chosen in time. Unfortunately, that means I have no chance of defending the Titan Sentry, so I just gotta let it die immediately. That's okay. Get him steadfast. We get damage shield from the equip, and then we also, on top of that, get the growth every turn now. It should be okay. Oh, that's not our nameless siren, thank you. It must be equipped to dualism. Oh my god, I actually drew it. Yeah, I cast the 7-cost spike. Yes. I will almost permanently mute, almost permanent sap. Almost fully sap, rather. Good lord, can't speak today. Seraphiternus. And then I will fully sap you officially. I will even discard a Titan's Tooth immediately. Good lord, that went well. I was literally about to say, if I get a Helical Crystallis, I know where it goes, and then got one before I could say that. Perfect. So I take down exactly the right amount of cards out of my hand for Selfless Sacrifice to be held over to the next one. Giving me now the ability to move Nameless Siren to the front, and then start focusing on additional damage shield for it. Titan's Tooth will help there, even with additional energy this turn. And energy left over, just in case I need that. That's 4 spell weakness on you. 730 damage, please. I can also just throw 40 Valor on a target, which realistically, that should probably go on the Steadfast Crusader, give you some additional survivability. You managed to fully sap the bottom line as well? Perfect. Doesn't matter what I'm playing, those cards say the word spell on them. So they're the best cards I can play right now. Good lord. The amulets. There you go. Your turn, buddy. So stupidly much sap. I mean, it's same again on this fight, I think. By and large, should work pretty much as well. Damn. I held the wrong card there. Wanted to be the Guardian Amulet. God, I still don't have the discards. And now I'm getting my Curses of Entropy. That's exactly what I don't want. I really can't afford to sap my units right now. My Icy Silophyte needs to be able to kill backliners. Yeah, especially because the Chosen Assassins just come onto the field. Let's get 20 straight up Valor on the Titan Sentry. Perfect. We finally have an offering token. Unfortunately, it's not the correct one, but it'll still help. Not the correct one in that it doesn't have holdover. Oh, hilarious. Well, I can just hard cast that. That'll work perfectly. Oh boy. Oh, this is gonna be one of those ugly situations. Oh, actually, no, the Icy Silophyte's taking care of all of it. No, we're fine, we're fine. It's just I know that I'm gonna be incanting a bunch this turn, and that Chosen Ardent's gonna give a bunch of damage to everyone. I'm gonna do the big sap and big frostbite for Dominion on the top line. Oh, yeah. Oh, both of the cards drawn were offerings from the offering token. Three out of 4 ain't bad. Not at all. I mean, I could rotate the savagery right now and literally just throw you on the bottom line. Totally unnecessary. Doesn't really help me at all. It saves me 5 damage, admittedly. Well, no, it doesn't even save me 5 damage in the resolve phase because we've silenced that guy. There we go, a little bit more silence for that guy. Okay, both Savagery and Entropy die this turn. Dominion is our final remaining target. Rude. I'll get rid of Frozen Rage and then Lance. The top line, I'm trying to get rid of your spell shield just in case I draw a Helical Crystallis and it's worth my time at all. It won't be, considering this Firelight is going to get us the kill already, so... There we are, kill activated. The fight doesn't even get down to the low lines. My goal now is draw through as much of the deck and cast as many spells as possible and see if maybe I can even get some additional HP at the end of all of this. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case, but I'm happy to clock this one. I'm not going to tell you the Cuddle Bid was essential. I will tell you that Malicka's Pyre giving me a dualism Nameless Siren in a world where I had already seen Incant gain armor. It very much just... I mean, it seems like I'm reaching for a pun, but it put the run on rails. Anyhow, this is me, Monster Train 2. Let me get back to the outpost and tell you that my name is Rhapsody. Next episode is probably the last episode of this patch, and then immediately thereafter, we'll be launching into, what is it even called? It's not Friends and Foes, that was from the first game. Which of these brings up the notes about the game? No, I'm fumbling. This spaghetti's falling everywhere. Echoes from the Void. With Room Cosmetics, 10 powerful artifacts, as well as 2 new bosses for mid-run. We'll see them then. But for the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Monster Train 2. Top left is a series playlist for all my content of the game, past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations down below, streaming past. The names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Out above the thank tier. And a special thanks this episode to Dyla. Hopefully you all have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.